Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I lost track of time here. Sorry. So I haven't had time to set up the chat yet. Don't worry, guys. I'm a professional. I'm a professional live streamer. Actually, I have something to mention on that regard. There we go. Amazing. Hello. Don't worry about how the chat is like a little broken right now. Once it gets filled out, it'll look a bit better. Hello. We're back. This is I was gone for a little bit. Sorry. I'll explain why I didn't stream yesterday, and I'll explain why it's so late in the day right now. Very soon. But hello. How's everybody doing? I'm sitting here. I'm so fucking pumped. I got a chicken shawarma bowl, and I've got a beef shawarma wrap. I'm super hungry. I haven't had like a lot to eat. I haven't had like that much to eat today, so like I'm very excited to dig in here. No school this Friday for you. Very exciting. What's the occasion? Grand Festival in Splatoon 3. That's exciting. Is that the thing with the teams where it's like ketchup or mustard? I never played Splatoon, so I don't know what Grand Festival is. You're sick though? Well, that's more time to play Splatoon. That's more time to play Splatoon, you know? Gotta look on the bright side of things. Chicken, fattoush, salad, probably like 200 grams of that. Same, that's crazy. Is that why you're missing school on Friday? Because you're sick? Yeah, it's the thing with the teens, that Splatfest. This is a grand festival, though, which is like a mega Splatfest. That's crazy. Well, hopefully, I wish you luck. Hopefully you do well in that if you participate. Garlic sauce, hummus, probably like 30 grams of that. I'm just eyeballing it. Don't really care too much today. Awesome. SIP Day? I don't know what that means. I think we have different names for that up here. SIP Day. Student School Improvement Plan. Oh, interesting. I think ours are like Personal Development Day, or like we have some kind of name for it, which is like very similar vibe. Only teachers go in. Nice. I feel like it's getting harder and harder to talk because I feel like I'm talking over something. Let me turn the music down a little bit. And actually, we'll just go straight into like a soundtrack here. We haven't done Shantae in a while. And speaking of Shantae, which is slightly related to Studio Trigger, that's some related news that we're going to talk about when we get to the news portion. But why don't I start off by talking a little bit about what I did yesterday, why I didn't stream yesterday, and what I did today to make me so fucking late, so goddamn late. I gotta work on my fucking punctuality here. I got a schedule to keep, I can't keep you guys waiting. But before we do that, I just wanted to briefly, make like a slightly lighthearted but slightly serious, better than never for us. Fair enough. Slightly sarcastic, but slightly like it is serious. I was gonna make a joke about how like this dinner you guys like paid for it with like supers and with ads, but like payday is coming up. It's gonna be the first time I get money from YouTube since June, so I just want to say like a sincere thank you. Like it is crazy that I am getting any kind of amount of income from this. Obviously it's not enough to live off of, but the fact that I'm eating a meal that you guys were able to provide for me is insane, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here and just like having a good time with me. It means a lot. And now that we have that out of the way, let me just pull up Twitter here. The arbiter of news itself, Twitter. I was thinking about it in the car that I was thinking of a really funny tweet that I probably won't do because I don't do anything with my Twitter account. But I was gonna tweet out. It's weird that they changed the name to the app formerly known as Twitter. It seems way clunkier than just calling it Twitter. Okay, let's get bookmarks open. Zelda news, Dragon Ball news. Oh, that's not really news. We do have Dragon Ball news, but not the one I just did. Transformers, more photo bashing. Excuse me, that's a big one. Live 2D, that's interesting. Okay. Wild Robot. This is a really funny joke I just wanted to show. Oh, yes, more information about the PS5 Pro. Wow. I have a lot more news than I expected. Holy moly. Okay, I think that's all of it. I think that's all of it. So let's start going through. You know, it's not in any particular order. Not in any particular order. I'm just gonna move this over and get my drawing tablet in here. Yeah, because I need 4 fucking screens. I can't do this without all of them. It's just how that's how I roll. It's how I function. Okay, chat's gonna go weird for a sec. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, I gotta update Windows. Sorry, I feel like I'm swearing too much already. Let's calm down. Lower the energy a little bit here. All right, let's swap over to some news here. Okay, I already fucked it up. New Echoes of Wisdom sneak peek. That's very exciting. It's okay, Aaron. I feel like you're always the one who harps on me for swearing. I don't know what to feel anymore. As you guys know, I have a long list of games and movies and stuff that I'm waiting for. This is one of them. I'm very excited for this. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Legend of Zelda fan. I have played a lot of them. Especially some of the weirder ones. Like, I really love Minish Cap. I really love Four Swords Adventure. I really love Minish Cap. And then obviously, you know, like Link to the Past and Majora's Mask and all that stuff. But I'm excited for this. I didn't get to play Link's Awakening. It just didn't really end up happening for me. But this does seem to be at least within a similar art style, if not the same world. Remains to be seen. But I like the shakeups to the game mechanics. I'm excited for this. Very, very cool. This doesn't seem to be gameplay, except for like some of the parts. Like, this is gameplay. But a lot of it looked like cutscenes. But this is cool. Very, very exciting. Exciting stuff for me, at least. What might be more exciting for you is we have Transformers news. A little bit ago, and I probably won't show much of this because I think this is the whole special. But a couple weeks ago, I talked about a potential collaboration between Studio Trigger and Transformers, who I think is owned by Hasbro. And it looks like it's come to fruition in the form of an anime special. Very, very cool. We're not going to watch too much of this. I just want to see like some of the vehicle design and some of the animation. Oh my god, it's so cool already. Now, they didn't go with CG. I'm a little shocked with that because at least from the Trigger anime that I've watched, they tend to lean on CG for vehicle design. Is there animation? Okay, there is. Okay. I thought it was just going to be still shots for the whole thing. This is sick. I don't even have... Yeah, I've never watched Transformers either. I have no attachment to it. This is just cool. This is I feel like this is a match made in heaven. Yeah, now I don't know lore. I don't know Transformers lore. Are there always these like Power Ranger looking motherfuckers around them? Oh my god, look at his fucking waist. Look at the slutty waist on this Optimus Prime. That's crazy. Look at what a stark difference, because this is more how it looks in the cartoons typically. Look, what is going on here? Very cool. Okay, obviously, like I said, not going to play too much of that because it's just straight up. That's straight up just what it is. That's the video. But what I will show you is this. Now we've had a slight little digression with photo bashing recently. This is another very cool example. I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth and assume as to how this was made. I'm just going to show you this and say it's really cool looking. Yeah, really, really cool. I do want to... This is like an exercise that I think would be cool to like participate in. Just like take a random object within my vicinity, like this knife or something, I don't know, this box cutter, and like turn that into something. I do actually have like some ideas that are related to that maybe I'll explore down the line. I have options. Isn't Transformers an American show? Yeah, but American properties work with anime studios all the time. Star Wars Vision, Cyberpunk. Well, I think that's a Polish company, but you get what I'm saying. Scott Pilgrim recently. Happens all the time. Now, what doesn't happen all the time, thank you for the segue, is we're getting a revival of a legend. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. We're getting a revival of a legend. If some of you, I feel like some of you might be too young to even remember Flappy Bird, the phenomena that was Flappy Bird. It looks like Flappy Bird is coming back. We don't really have a detailed explanation as to why it had to go away. Sadly, I had to leave Fame and Spotlight to go back home and find out who I really am. So the developer, I guess, seems to have gone on some sort of self-discovery journey. But it looks like it is coming back, which is kind of crazy. I probably won't download it unless it is like different in some way, which it already kind of looks like it is. I don't know what's going on here. Flappy Bird will fly again. Oh my god, this somber music. Wait, what the fuck? It looks completely different. Okay, anyways. This is bizarre. Didn't expect this to happen, but you know what? There it is. There it is. Now, lightly to touch on some Dragon Ball news, Stephanie Nadolny, the English voice of young Goku in Dragon Ball GT, is reportedly reprising her role in Dragon Ball Daima. Excuse me. Now, this is very exciting. I did watch GT, and I watched it dubbed, so I must have experience listening to her. Now, I thought, I know that it wasn't always the case, but I thought Colleen Clinkenbeard was also Kid Goku and Kid Gohan at some point. I just want to double check to make sure I got that right. I know she's Luffy in English dub. She is going to be playing, this is Colleen Clinkenbeard. She's going to be playing Gohan in Sparking. I think she was in Kai. I think she was Kid Goku and Gohan in Kai. And in Broly. So I think they kind of like alternate between the two, it seems. Colleen Clinkenbeard did play the Kid Goku in Super. I want to see Stephanie Nadolny behind the voice actor. So she plays, okay. So she also plays Kid Goku to some capacity outside of GT. She played Gohan, played OKKO, KO. I never watched it, but I know of it. But yeah, seems to be very prolific within Dragon Ball Extended Universe stuff. So cool that she is getting to reprise the role once again. Very, very cool. I did not know that she played KO. Is there like a voice clip that we can like... Here, let me see if there's like a little play button next to their name or under their image, then you can like hear a clip of it. Okay, let me. This is Gohan.
Apples. Wow, 2 of them.
Okay, so that is very, very classic. Like that's Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's Dragon Ball Goku.
So you thought you finished me off?
Sorry, that's very loud. Very, very loud.
Well, you're not going to get my fish that easy, you big monster.
Yeah, to me, that's that. Like as much as I like Colleen Clinkenbeard's performance, that to me is Kid Goku. Like that's when I originally watched Dragon Ball dubbed, so that to me is Kid Goku. So it's very, very cool. You know, I'm not going to watch the dub of Daima, probably, but I will like check it out just for this because that's sick. Honestly, that's very, very cool to me. What is not very cool, I know, unfortunately, we've been talking about this a little bit more than I might have hoped. Pino Renaday, the original voice of Master Splinter, has sadly passed away at the age of 89. We talked about James Earl Jones the other day. Here is another actor sadly passing away. I don't have much attachment to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I didn't either to Star Wars or Lion King, so this is very sad. I don't know if he's known for any other roles. Let me do the same thing here. Behind the voice actor. Wow, okay. I didn't expect that. So he's got some Assassin's Creed roles, it looks like. He was on Batman, he was in Metal Gear, Ninja Gaiden. Wow. So very, very prolific. Very unfortunate. Yeah. Sad stuff. So he was Splinter as well as a bunch of other characters as well in that show.
Unfortunately, we can do little until we learn their plan, and by then, it might be too late.
I'm glad that didn't blow my eardrums out that time. All right. Moving on. George R. Gutierrez will executive produce a new teen anime series called Entre Two Mundos that's in the works at Ad Astra Media and Nustro Stories. The series will have 13 22-minute episodes set to air on Latino Alternative TV. Very, very exciting. You might know George R. Gutierrez from various works like The Book of Life and Maya and the Three. Certainly my niece's favorite figure in the space. She loves those movies and shows. And yeah, this is very exciting. I know Gutierrez as well as Guillermo del Toro are very big in the animation space. Very, very cool to see. Big, prolific figures in the space making big moves. So that's very, very cool. Speaking of prolific figures making big moves, this is just like a fun little aside. FG Artist, if you are unfamiliar, this is the I don't know how old he is now. 15, I guess. But this was the kid who animated a segment in Across the Spider-Verse. He was noticed by, oh my god, name's escaping me, Lord and Miller. He was noticed by Lord and Miller for animating the trailer in Lego, and so they brought him on for a segment of the movie, which is extremely cool. But that's not what this is about. This artist was just at a screening of a new Lego movie, Piece by Piece. I don't know anything about this movie aside from the fact that Pharrell was attached to it. But I've been hearing, like, not rumors, but like whispers of like Snoop Dogg's inclusion and like other rappers' inclusions that they didn't ask permission for. So that's like a little bizarre. Remains to be seen. Like it's probably once it has an official release, I'm sure we will be hearing more about that. Oh, this beef shawarma is really good. Okay, next thing I got. You guys know this. I'm huge into Spider-Man. First official look at Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man coming soon to Disney+. Now, we don't have a date yet, which is a little unfortunate, but this is very cool, paying homage to the original Amazing Fantasy cover. That's really fun. This one as well is really fun. I like the MacGyver stitched together look of his outfit, like he's wearing like a hockey jersey and knee pads. That's really fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to see. There were leaks of like Comic-Con footage of the show that looked a little off. Very well could be like camera compression and other stuff. So remains to be seen. I'm still excited nonetheless. I am a big Spider-Man guy. I will watch this regardless. What I might not be watching regardless, though, we have some Moana 2 news. Has officially wrapped voice recording. Hits theaters November 7th. And this Twitter user points out that is in 78 days as of tweeting this. Yeah, that's a little bizarre. Wrapping voice recording like so close to the movie being out. That's a little bizarre. Obviously, it's not like vital. It's not a critical part of production. You can animate a lot. You can get very, very far in the pipeline without needing voiceover, especially if they had recorded like temporary tracks. But this is not going to play well to like the uninformed people who are going to be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Again, remains to be seen. It is a little bizarre. It's very, very strange, especially for them to be like announcing, or not announcing, but like for this to be known. This movie might get pushed back. We don't know. I think it already has been like a bunch of times. So we will see. Just a little bit of side attachment news, kind of self-referential. I missed it the last time I talked about the PS5 Pro, but the disc attachment is going to be $80 USD, which is insane. I saw someone talking about like, what am I supposed to do if I have physical games that I was playing on my PS5? That's an insane thing to be the solution, is like you have to get this attachment if you want to play games that you already bought. And this is not including the vertical stand that's also sold separately. Like this thing is going to be like $1,300 Canadian dollars to buy complete. What do you have to say there, CPAP? This is a funny one. This is a really funny one that I want to show off. This is not new. This has been on and off my timeline. You're an Xbox user? Well, then this doesn't affect you, all right? Until the Xbox Series X Pro X comes out, this doesn't affect you. This clip was circulating a while back. This is really funny. Just like a bunch of little glass panes taped to his body. Just gives this really cool effect. A lot of people talking about like, oh, that's like PlayStation graphics. That's really fun. This is for some reason like recirculating, probably because Twitter was banned in Brazil. I don't know. But this comment, this quote tweet, perfect. Perfect quote tweet. Absolutely love it. Amazing. Incredible. This is not animation related unless I, for some reason, animate this. But that's one of the funniest things I've ever read. We have a final trailer. No segue there. We have a final trailer for The Wild Robot. Now, we talked about this a little bit. I'm not going to show this because I got content I need the last time. You know, go watch the trailer for yourself. Wild Robot looks really cool from DreamWorks. Very excited. September 27th is very, very soon. Can't wait. Speaking of movie news, we have, this is not really movie news, but I came across this Minecraft animation, and I thought this was a really good example of what I was talking about with softening the edges. Now, obviously, this animation has its own hurdles. There's some weird, like, clipping here because, like, things aren't aligned. There's some weird clipping here as well. But look at how they do the edge lighting. Look at how they do the edge lighting on these characters. That's really cool. I think this is a really, really simple way to just, like, soften up the edges on Minecraft objects. Oh, they're banners. I thought this was a solid block. Okay. Yeah, really cool. I think this can very easily be incorporated into animation styles relating to Minecraft. Some more trailer news. We have Don to Don. I don't know how to pronounce it, but very, very excited. This is being worked on by Studio Science Saru, who was the studio behind... Whoops. No, I don't want to block them. Who's the studio behind Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim, the anime. Takes off. So I'm very, very excited. I don't know anything about this manga, this story, but it looks really cute. It looks really fun. I think it's a comedy as well. So I'm very excited for that. Don to Don, coming out October. Also very, very soon. Moving on. Disney has been sued for using Peter Cushing's likeness in Rogue One. This is inevitable. I don't know why they thought they could get away with it. It's a little bizarre that it took this long for stuff to come out, but, you know, that's weird. Don't do that without permission. Yeah, feel like it shouldn't be said, but, you know, they're obviously going to do whatever they think they can get away with. For animation fans, wow, I'm getting a lot of tabs here. For animation fans, Ice Age 6 is in the works at Disney. Now, if you didn't know, Ice Age was originally animated by a studio known as Blue Sky, I believe. Blue Sky, which was bought and then subsequently canned by Disney. 6 is crazy. Well, it's under new management, so that could be a part of it. Like, they might be thinking, like, we could probably shake things up a bit. But Ice Age was originally made by Blue Sky, who you might know as the animation studio behind Nimona, Netflix's Nimona. Blue Sky was bought by Disney and then completely gutted and shut down. Blue Sky Studios? What was... Yeah, Blue Sky Studio. Founded... I want to know... subsidiary. Okay, so it was owned by Fox, which was bought by Disney. I see. Yeah. So there's that. Last thing I wanted to show off. This is just like a cool little demo of like how a live 2D setup functions. This is within Unity, but it's essentially the same thing. You have individual planes that get shifted and changed to match perspective of a 3D model. So this is on the left what the camera sees. This on the right is what the camera sees. This on the left is how it looks in engine. Cool stuff. Thought it would be cool to show off to you guys. Yeah, to me, it's like super impressive how seamless it comes across. Like this looks like straight up to my eye, this looks like a 3D model. Like this very easily could have been a 3D model. If I didn't see this left side, I just would have assumed this was a 3D model, honestly. That's insane. That's really good. Really, really crazy stuff. Okay, I'll give it a little bit. If anyone has any like extra stuff that they would like covered or talked about, let me know. I want to dig into this wrap. No one has anything, no trailers, no nothing. It's fine with me. That's okay with me. We can just jump in animating. I'm not even upset about it. What? Did I talk about my day? I forgot to talk about my day. I forgot to talk about why I wasn't streaming yesterday. Do you guys want to know, or should we just jump in animating? Here, we'll jump into animating, and then I can tell it like subsequently during. Speak. Okay, calm down. Maybe talk about your day. Sure, fine. I would love to. So, Tuesday, I ended stream. I ended stream a little early because I had plans. So I went and took care of that. I was thinking maybe I could stream on Twitch later, twitch.tv/RNGisme, but it didn't end up happening. Went to bed. Yeah. Wednesday, I wake up, go do my cardio, go to work. Work was fine. Did some deliveries, washed a ton of dishes, washed a lot of dishes. That's mostly what I do all day. And then after work, the reason I couldn't stream yesterday was because I was volunteering for a repair cafe. So this is like an event that gets put on. They host it at like libraries. And I was volunteering as someone who was doing some repairing. I was volunteering as a fixer. So I figured, I built my computer. I've built many other computers. I have some experience, some technical experience fiddling with, electronics and whatnot. I would love to be able to help. I'd love to be able to tinker with some stuff, yada yada. Excuse me. So a couple months ago, I volunteered. They finally got back to me. They're like, "Hey, we're putting one on yesterday. We're putting one on Wednesday. We'd love to have you." If I brought my PC, they would fix it. Yeah, absolutely. Would they fix it? Could they fix it? Maybe. That's the harder question. But they would try. They would certainly try, and I would certainly try. That's for sure. But I go in early yesterday because I wanted to be, it's my first time going. I wanted to be nice. I wanted to be helpful. I go in early. First of all, there was construction basically the entire way between my apartment and where they were holding the event. So what was supposed to be like a 10-minute drive was like half an hour. Insane. But I get there. I'm still pretty early. I help set up. I help them set up, just like organize tables and whatnot. And I'm starting to meet people. They seem lovely. And then some of the fellow fixers start showing up. Some of the other fixers start showing up. And I'm there. I have a screwdriver. And that's it. Because I'm like, oh, they'll probably have some tools and stuff. First of all, not really. That's the first thing. They didn't really. And second thing, these guys start showing up, right? These dudes start showing up. They've got rolling suitcases. They've got dolly carts filled with crates just entirely filled with tools and supplies. So I'm sitting there with a single screwdriver, and these guys are busting out like they've got multimeters, they've got their own like fucking outlet measuring detection devices with like GFID, whatever, I don't know. So I'm sitting there like woefully, I feel completely inadequate. I feel completely out of my depth. I'm sitting there with a fucking screwdriver, and someone brought a fucking soldering kit and like a magnifying glass for it. He was expecting to solder stuff right then and there, and I think he did. Like, it was crazy. So I'm sitting there thinking like, I'm not going to be able to help anyone. Like, what is happening? And so the people start showing up, like the people with stuff to repair start showing up, and they send someone over to me, and I'm like super nervous. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Why did I even show up? What am I doing? Was there a hacksaw? Dude, they all had hacksaws. They had like they had hacksaws with like their initials on them, dude. They were prepared. They were ready for that shit. So they send someone over to me. It's a very lovely old lady who had like a hand mixer that she had for like 40 years, right? So she had a lot of sentimental value to her. She had used it for all that time, and she wanted to keep it because, you know, it's her workhorse. You know, it lasted this long. It's gotta last longer for her. So she like starts to describe the problem to me. She was like, it was like there was a clicking sound, and then it was like rattling, and now it's not working at all. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna plug it in, see for myself. I plug it in, it doesn't seem to work. It's like making like a whirring sound, but it's not functioning, it's not running. So I'm like, okay, I think I know what this could be. It sounds like something might be jammed. I'm gonna open it up, see what I can do. Eventually got that figured out. It was basically what I thought it was. The only problem was the only solution I could come up with involved adhesive, like a Gorilla Glue, and we couldn't get Gorilla Glue. So I basically like shoved the piece back in there. I shoved the part back in there, and I was like, you got to get that thing welded back together. Like it's held on with friction right now. It's not going to stay that way if you keep using it. So bring it to someone who can like do welding. We can't do that right now. Aaron, what? What's Aaron? What are you going to complain about now? Left this old lady out tonight? No, I didn't. She left with a functioning a functioning hand mixer that she walked in with a broken one. Like, I fixed the problem. The only thing was, it was a temporary fix, and there was nothing we could do. Because, like, solder's probably not going to hold that shit. It's spinning at, like, fucking 3,000 RPM. That was all I could do. But she was very happy. She considered it a success, so I consider it a success, sort of. But that was my first client. That was my first customer of the day. Second customer, not even so lucky. Second customer comes up, plops a toaster oven on my table, and is like, this doesn't turn on. It used to have the lights turn on, now nothing turns on. So I'm like, okay, dude, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be able to help you, but we're going to give it a little try. So I plug it in, nothing's turning on. I try to fiddle with some of the dials and shit, nothing's turning on. And at this point, I feel like I'm so out of my depth. I'm just like, hey, basically everyone else here has a multimeter. Go see them, see if there's like current even being drawn through the cable. It might be a power delivery issue, which, by the way, it did end up being, but we'll get to that. I was like, it's probably a power delivery issue. Go and see if one of these other guys can help you out, because I'm here with a screwdriver. I've got nothing. I can't help you out in that regard. I also don't know how to read a multimeter, so I don't know what I would be even looking for if I had one. So he picks up, oh shoot. He picks up and he goes to another guy who uses the multimeter to find that it was a power delivery issue. And I think the problem ended up being that a fuse on the board, like a fuse that was soldered to the board, ended up blowing. So they had to resolder a new fuse onto it, which even if I had known that that was the problem, I couldn't have done right then and there. Lack of equipment, lack of experience. I'm like a high school, no, not even. I'm like a fucking like elementary school. I'm like a kindergarten level soccer player in the fucking World Cup. Like I feel so out of depth here. So out of my league. I feel completely useless. Let me just take a big bite here. So, toaster oven guy, I'm basically like, go talk to someone else. I'm not that rude to him. But I'm basically like, go talk to someone else. Next person that comes up has a coffee grinder. She says it won't turn on. So I'm like, oh, fuck. We're just going to do the same song and dance again. I don't have the tools to address a problem like this. So I plug it in, fiddle with the buttons, nothing's happening. I tell her, like, it's probably a power delivery issue. I can't do anything about it. Go talk to someone with a multimeter, see if there's even current being drawn. So we get her over to a different table with someone with a multimeter. It's obvious that people would bring things that didn't work. Yeah, but I didn't expect them to not work in the same way. It could often be a problem that could very easily be solved with a screwdriver. Also, I'm volunteering for this. So, I've looked at a hand mixer. I've looked at a hand mixer. I've looked at a toaster oven. I've looked at a coffee grinder. I'm basically 1 for 3. Like, not even. I'm like 0.75 for 3. So at this point, I'm feeling like shit. I'm like, I can't do anything right. This is crazy. That wrap was amazing, by the way. Just as an aside, that shawarma wrap was delicious. I'm feeling crazy inadequate. And they come up to me and they're like, are you ready for someone else? And I'm like, yeah, might as well. Next person that comes up brings a fucking electric scooter to my table and is like, hey, wouldn't you know it? It doesn't turn on. It doesn't function. Same song and dance again. This guy, Fix It Aaron, maybe Fix It Aaron, more like. This guy, it seems to be like, he basically was like, if the situation, excuse me, if it like lined up, would be on the other side of the table. Like this guy basically was like a fixer in disguise. He was like an undercover boss fixer kind of thing. So he brings this giant scooter to my table, flops it onto the table, and is like, it won't work. I got it in an auction for like super cheap, so I wanted to see if I can like salvage it. I basically took it all apart and it didn't work, and then put it back together and it didn't work. So I don't know what it is. And I'm basically sitting there like, you did my job for me. That's basically what I was going to do. And then send you to someone else. But I ended up having a look at it. You know, I took all the connectors, like all the power connectors. I unplugged them, plugged them back in, because you know that could very easily have been the problem. It wasn't. So basically, I sent him to one of the multimeter guys, and he ended up like spending 2 hours with them, and I don't think they even like resolved the problem. So I don't know what the issue with his thing was with this scooter. Then the next person I helped was just a woman with a watch. That was very simple. She just wanted the battery swapped out. That was very easy. So now I'm 2 for 5. 2 for 5. Not great odds, not great numbers, but you know, is what it is. The last person I ended up talking to that night, this is the real doozy. This is a real doozy. So she also had a toaster oven. It was a toaster oven toaster combination. So it was like a toaster at the top, toaster oven, roast swapped battery. Hey man, if that's what the problem is, that's what the problem is. I solved the problem. It was a combination toaster oven toaster. So it was a toaster at the top and it was a toaster oven on the bottom portion. The problem was the glass casing for one of the heating elements had broke. So there was still the heating coil, but the casing around it had broke. Excuse me. So what this person wanted, she bought a like sacrificial toaster oven, and she was like, "Hey, can you take the element out of out of this like spare toaster oven and put it in my good one?" And I was like, "I can try. I can see if it's something as easy as like, yeah, unplug it like a light bulb or like a battery and plug it back in like a battery. Sure, I can do that." So I end up opening up the sacrificial toaster oven. Like I opened it up as much as we could. It's, I'll explain that in a bit. But I actually cut myself super bad. It doesn't look so bad. I'm sorry, I'm flipping you off. It doesn't look too bad. It's these two cuts here. Basically, like one of the ends of the sheet metal was just like super unpolished. So like I scraped my finger along it and it cut it in two different places. And like I said, it doesn't look too bad right now. But when I tell you this wouldn't stop bleeding, like I was leaving a trail. I was leaving a fucking trail of blood everywhere I went because it was bleeding so much from my finger. I don't understand what was happening. It didn't hurt. It was the weirdest thing. It didn't hurt. But I was bleeding so much. I was leaving a puddle on the table. Happened to you once? Yeah, I was. Was it when you were fucking with your computer? Maybe. I was leaving a puddle on the table. I was leaving a trail everywhere I was going. It was insane. So we had to take like a half-hour break to be like, we're gonna antiseptic this. We're gonna disinfect this, and we're gonna put a Band-Aid on it. And then it ended up, I had a second cut that I didn't even notice, and it was doing the same thing. I also have one on my other pinky, but I don't think it's related. I'm getting a lot of cuts lately. I don't know what's going on here. So we take like a little digression to like deal with my profuse bleeding. I didn't want to die of blood loss right then and there, so we dealt with that. And then what ended up happening was when we took the second toaster oven. Hello, Giselle, welcome back. Well, are you new? Sorry, I'm a little thrown for a loop here. You are not. Welcome. You are a new chatter. I'm telling a story about how I tried to fix a toaster oven last night. So I got the sacrificial toaster oven open. You were in VR, you were playing a game where you had to throw something through down. Hit a bounce. That's horrifying. I'm sorry, that's horrifying. I get the sacrificial toaster oven open. I'm fiddling with one of the heating elements, and the way it works is it was spot welded to the power supply. So unfortunately, we can't get it out in a way that would let us put it into the new one or into the better one. So we spend like half an hour trying to like explain to this woman what we've run into. And like one of the other guys was like, "Hey, why don't you like take apart the one she wants to keep, see if like that changes anything?" And it's a good thing that he did, because it changed things dramatically. When we opened up the other toaster oven, it turned out that the heating element itself wasn't the thing that was broken. It was just the glass casing. Before then, we thought the whole thing was kaput. We thought we were replacing one-to-one. But it turned out it was actually just the glass casing, which, luckily, since we didn't need the heating element, we could snip it from the old one, take the glass casing off of that, bada bing, bada boom, all set to go, right? Wrong. It turned out that the glass casing on the sacrificial unit was like half an inch too long. They weren't even the same brand, by the way. Like she just bought it thinking like, oh, it's a toaster oven, I'm sure it'll work. But yeah, that was quite the roller coaster, because it was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh shit, this isn't gonna work. Oh wait, we have this like solution. Oh, it's not gonna work. So it was like quite the roller coaster. We ended up going like an hour over. Like they were literally kicking us out. And the problem wasn't resolved. So I went 2 for 6. That's basically why I didn't stream yesterday. And then afterwards, to reward myself, not for a job well done, because I did not do a job well done, but to reward myself for putting myself out there, you know, adult things that you have to do as an adult. I went and I got doner for the first time. There was a restaurant that I always drive by, but I'd never been to. And so I stopped in there and I got doner, and it was really good. It was really fucking good. I'd never had it before, and it was delicious. So that was yesterday. By the time I got home, it was like 11. So I'm like, I'm not streaming. But then today, the reason I was late today, like super, super late, is, I woke up, went to work, did a lot of dishes, did a lot of deliveries. And then, like, 15 minutes before the end of my shift, I'm doing dishes, I'm sitting there thinking like, oh my God, I just want to be done with my dishes and just like be done with dishes. You ever have that feeling like doing dishes and you're just like, there's too many dishes. I just need there to not be any dishes left. So I'm sitting there. It's like 15 minutes before the end of my shift. My supervisor comes over and is like, hey, we're like super fucking desperate right now. We're like not hearing back from any of our suppliers and we need milk. We really, really need milk. So what we're going to do is we're going to like keep you on shift for an hour. We're going to get you to stop doing dishes, which, by the way, godsend. Literally, as I was thinking, like, oh my God, I want to stop doing dishes, my supervisor comes by and it's like, hey, we're going to get you to stop doing dishes. So they send me out. They send me out to go get 100 liters, 100 cartons of milk. Do you get paid for the hour? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I absolutely will. What's 100 liters in gallons? Hold on. Just so that my American viewer knows what I'm talking about. 100 liters in gallons. 26 gallons of milk is what I have to go. More than 26 gallons of milk. They're like, we need you to go do that. By the way, it's very unlikely for a grocery store, even like a big one, to have that much milk here. It needed specifically to be cartons. For my American viewers, we have cartons of milk. No, wait. Bags are the thing that's weird. Never mind, I'm stupid. We have bags of milk, but we needed cartons. That's beside the point. I needed cartons of milk. Probably drink that much every 4 months. I needed it like right now. I needed it like right now, this second. So grocery stores are very unlikely to have 26 gallons of milk in one medium to give to you. So I go to one grocery store equipped with like $500. Go into one, and I go to the dairy aisle, and it looks like they might have enough, but I just wanted to like be sure. So I talked to a guy. I talked to one of the staff there, and I'm like, hey, first of all, can I borrow a cart? Because I'm going to need to like wheel this shit out of here. And second of all, I need like 100 cartons of milk. And he's like, okay, I'm going to go and check. He's like, we almost have enough. I think I walked out of that store with like 85 or 86 cartons of milk. Which was like their whole stock. Like I basically bought out their whole stock of this 1 liter carton of milk. So I was like, all right, is it okay that I'm like leaving you empty handed? And he's like, dude, a sale's a sale. Like, I don't give a shit. So whatever. Spend like $300 there. God damn, that's a lot of milk. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're doing the world's biggest bowl of cereal. You don't even know. So I get that milk, put it in my car. I'm leaving the store with like 80 liters of milk, 80 cartons of milk on a big cart. And I'm like super worried that someone's going to be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, did you pay for that? No one did, thankfully, but I did have like a couple of like funny excuses in the chamber just in case. Like I was going to be like, oh, I'm doing a prank. I'm pranking my friend. We're going to fill his pool with milk or something. I don't know. Poor cows. I mean, they don't do it right then and there. That would be crazy. But I had to go and I had to hit up another store because they didn't have enough milk at the one store. So I go to the other store, and I also basically clean them out of milk as well. So long story short, the reason I'm late today, and then I had to go to the gym. The reason I'm late today, later than usual today, is because I was running around town buying milk. And now we're now. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Now, I haven't done too much since the last time I was doing this. I basically have just been like doing cleanup, and I did like the holdout to cut this off here. So I'll hit play so you can see it. Excuse me. Cashier, why so many milks? Actually, the one cashier that I talked to, like the first one, he was like he thought it was hilarious. He thought this was like the funniest, the best moment of his life.
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to.
Okay, so not too much cleanup on these fellas.
That was.
Yeah, Gonta's cleanup is basically already done. Not too much cleanup on Kibo. The real cleanup, I think, is going to come with... Oh, actually, no. Kurumi is all ready to go as well. Okay, cool. So we just have to do cleanup, and then we have to figure out the background, which might be a little annoying, but I think we could probably get this done before the end of the stream. No promises. I never promise anything because I learned my lesson.
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle.
All right, and now is when we get chill. I feel like I've been talking for too long. I gotta like recover my voice a little, and I gotta eat some dinner. That wrap was not enough. I gotta finish this salad. I feel like there's very slightly too many pickled things in this salad. Just slightly. That's like kind of a weird thing to say, especially as a newly converted pickle lover. But I think it's just slightly too much. It's a little overpowering. It's making my mouth hurt. Dude, I got these pickles from Costco the other day. I'm out of them right now. But they were insane. I don't know what was different about them, but they were making my fucking mouth numb. They were delicious. It was crazy. I think it was like Moish's kosher pickle. Moish's kosher pickles from Costco. Yeah. This is the jar. This is it. Cornichon. It was crazy. They were fucking delicious. Self-distraction. I gotta keep you entertained somehow, you know? Didn't even have to try. Here's a good distraction topic for you. I've recently started watching One Piece again. That's really cool. I didn't finish Wano in the anime. I read ahead in the manga, so I might not even watch it, but there was like a lot of cool animated sequences that I might like go back and watch. Who knows? But I started Egghead because Egghead is on Netflix here. And I'm only like 3 episodes in and I'm already completely hooked. Like, it's insane. It's crazy. They start off with like the craziest premise. Like I said, I had read ahead a little bit, so I know pretty much what's going on right now already. But it's not going to be too long until I get to parts that I haven't seen. Yeah, One Piece is still incredible. It's still amazing. I haven't had like too much time to watch it. You know, when I'm at work, I listen to like podcasts and shit. So, and you know, I also watch it in Japanese, so I can't really do that audio only. For what show? For One Piece. One Piece. The one with the pirates and the rubber man and such. I love One Piece. The one before what you were talking? For what show? The one before what you were talking about? I don't know. What do you have any more details than that? Because, like, was I talking about it in the news section? Dan to Dan? The idea of chat delay does not cross. I literally don't even remember what I was talking about before One Piece. You don't know? Should I rewind in my chat, my stream? Stream no promises. I never promise anything because I had read ahead a little bit. But cornichon, self-distraction. Oh, I was talking about pickles. It wasn't a show. Read chat messages. You said Egghead? That's from One Piece. Egghead is an arc in One Piece. It's the newest arc. It's the wrong Yor. I'm not trolling. I'm just an idiot. There's difference. Egghead is the name of a story of an arc in One Piece. It's the name of an island and also the name of an arc. Does that resolve? Does that clear things up? Does that make sense? Can I tell you something that happened a few days ago, I think? Sure, let's hear it. You were really interested with Egghead, CFAB. That was funny. I want to watch One Piece so bad. But I still have stuff to catch up on. Like, I haven't watched today's Game Grumps yet. I'm really excited. That game that they play is like a really funny concept. You stop giving me ads. It's not up to me. It's YouTube feeding them. You said that earlier. I saw it. I just didn't want to read it. I, as the streamer, hold all rights and hold all the... I have the choice to read whatever I want and not read whatever I want. I reserve that right. Hey, Dan the Man, long time no talk. I appreciate you coming by. Quick question, how hot was it in California today? Dan the Man's not answering. I feel abandoned. Finally in the 80s today. Nice. What is 80s? Hold on, because it was 30 here. It was 30 degrees here today. $86. Okay. Had to check the weather? No, it's all good. It's all good. I just have a low sense of trust when it comes to online things. Yeah, I mean, today was a hot day for us. Obviously, it's nothing to you. That's like your fucking... That's how cold your evenings are, is in the 80s. 30 degrees. It's nothing. I can't stand it, though. I'm so ready for fall and winter. You don't even know. It's the darndest thing. I was always a summer child. You know, my birthday's in the summer. School's out during the summer, so I was always like, oh, summer's the best, you know? Now that I've gotten older and, like, I understand things, I genuinely, like, am starting to not enjoy summer that much, which is crazy. Like, I love swimming. I don't really like the beach that much, but that's just like a me thing. I never really have. But I hate being sweaty. I hate being uncomfortable. I hate being warm. Winter birthday. Yeah, I I've grown to be more irritated with the summer over the years, which is crazy. I never thought I would be like this. Wear a t-shirt? Dude, do you think... I don't think I've worn a long sleeve shirt in, like, 3 years casually. Like, I'll wear long sleeve shirts if, like, I'm wearing a suit or something. Or if it's, like, super cold, I'll put on, like, a jacket. But I haven't worn a long sleeve shirt in probably, like, 3 or 4 years. Like, since college. If I'm wearing a shirt, I'm wearing a t-shirt. What do you mean, stop? Also, I'm wearing less than a t-shirt right now. What are we on? Wear a t-shirt? Yeah, he's telling me to cover them up, slut. No, you gotta free the nipple, you know?
Can't even handle.
Is the nipple just not Aaron's? Fair. Fair. Dude, I'm so excited to go to sleep. You don't even know. It still do be hot as fuck outside. Yeah, I feel for you. When you rocked my world and told me that California was hot, I knew immediately that I was like, I feel bad. You know, when you told me that California is like fry an egg on the sidewalk territory, that's when I knew. It wasn't that long ago that I went, but I feel like I enjoyed. You know, it's a dry heat. We have very, very humid heat up here. Like you can walk outside and hydrate yourself just from the air. It's crazy humid here. So at least in like the shade, it's like nice and relaxing. Unless you're like on something very bright colored. Cali is basically a desert humans have built on. Like Southern California, but to my knowledge, like Northern California, there's parts of Northern California that are more north than Southern Ontario. Like there are parts of California that are more north than where I live. Spamming with ads? I have no choice. Also, that's the wrong your. Low-key, your skin gets numb during the day in the summer. That's insane. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that I was there. I don't remember anything like that. But maybe it was like a special case. I do remember it thunderstormed when I was in California, and the kids that were at the summer camp that I was teaching at, they were like freaking out because they'd never seen a thunderstorm before. It burns bad. I can't remember if I even got burned at all when I was down there. I did have I think I did have a day of heat stroke at one point though. I think I did have heat stroke. Now that I'm thinking back. Yeah, I don't like heat. I don't like the heat. That's why I got out of the kitchen. This is a bad joke. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Like, never a burn mark, but you can feel the sting if your skin is exposed? That's crazy. How do people live there? You still in school, Dan the Man? How's school going for you? I can never remember. I feel like it's been a long time since we talked, so I don't. Coast is like 60 degrees. I remember I went to what was it, Malibu? I went up to Malibu one of the days that I had off. And I was like sick. School's doing good. That's good to hear. Yeah, I took a trip up to Malibu. I was staying in Glendale when camp was done. I had I think a week in Glendale where I just I drove around and I had fun. Turns out renting a car is pretty expensive, but I went up to Malibu. I went to a beach in Malibu. I went to the last bookstore on Skid Row. That was fun. That was really cool. I got a book about anatomy that I haven't read yet. Yeah, and just walked around and ate a bunch of food, which is one of my favorite pastimes. I don't know if you're aware. We can tell. Thank you, CFAB. How dare you agree with me about liking food? That's crazy. Guys, the shawarma bowl is really good. It's not as good as mine, though. You think you're slick? I saw it. I saw it, you little bitch. Visalia? I don't know where that is. Where's that in relation to LA? Okay, I won't. I'm sorry. That was very aggressive of me. Is the music too quiet? I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Right next to Fresno? I see. Yeah, I haven't been to too many places in California. I've only ever been twice, I think. I went to visit my sister in Chico, and during that trip, I also visited a cousin in San Francisco. He actually worked at Facebook at the time, so we got a tour of the facilities, which I don't remember in the slightest. And then the second time was when I went for the camp. So I was mostly just hanging around the camp and airport area, which is so funny actually, because we would pick up the campers from the airport as part of the job. And other than LAX, the other airport, one of the airports that you get is Ontario. You guys have an airport called Ontario, because I think you have a municipality called Ontario as well. Which is so funny. I know it's a guy, I know it's named after a guy, but I live in Ontario. The province I live in is Ontario. So it's just it was such a weird, oh, we're going to Ontario. And it's what? Thousands of miles away? What are you talking about? There was something else that kind of reminded me of that, but I can't remember what it is. Dan, you're not getting ads? Are you a YouTube Premium viewer? Because also, like, I have no control over the ads. It's being like auto diddly dude. CFAB, has it ever been this bad? Is like something different? Choosing you specifically? I don't have that choice. I have changed nothing about the settings, CFAB. Farming you for ads? I have changed nothing about the settings. That I will promise. I don't promise many things, but that I will promise. I have touched nothing about the ads setting. That would be really funny if I could target specific people. Like if I could say like, this peasant, only this peasant will see a minute of ads. Sitting atop my throne, deciding which of the common folk will be subject. Guys, my fucking world was shattered. I talked about the Futurama episode that I thought was going to be a two-parter. It turns out it's not a two-parter. They just ended an episode on like a really bizarre cliffhanger and didn't explain it. I was so confused. Is anyone here watching Futurama? And that I can like share this moment? Because I'm genuinely like so confused. What's Futurama? Do you know? Is this serious or is this jokey? Because I have an answer for one of them. I don't really have a joke yet, but if you give me a bit, maybe I'll think of one. Maybe. No promises. Okay, I guess my jokey answer is the same as my serious answer now that I think about it. So which would you like? The jokey answer or the serious answer? You just gave me an ad. I don't give a fuck. Dude, you have seen my cursor on the screen the whole time. In what way could I have consciously given you an ad? My cursor has been on screen the entire time. You can see it. It's literally on screen. I gave it to you. Not consciously. It's not a decision I made. Take it up with a tube. It is weird that you're like pointing it out though. It's like you have never pointed this out. Are they like New Orleans for Thanksgiving? That's exciting. You're gonna have to go and recreate that Simpsons bit. Hold on. Here, you'll have to go and do this. You'll have to go and recreate this.
And then you discover 1,000 little things you love about the city. Cajun crawfish, lamb tagine, grilled lamb sausage, zucchini bisque, crab meat po' boy, duck po' boy, chicken sausage po' boy, crawfish sausage po' boy.
You gonna recreate that, Dan the Man? Dog, I can't do nothing about it. I can't. Here, I can turn them up. I can turn the ads up. Here, I'll put it to whatever it thinks is a conservative amount of ads. Thanks so much, Aaron. I can't tell if that's sarcasm, so I'm just going to interpret it as genuine. You're welcome, CFab. C-fabulous. I still didn't get an answer from you, CFab, about how you would like me to explain Futurama to you. You don't care? Okay. Well, I guess that's the end of that. Someone did not yes and the improv. You just got more ads? Dude, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. Snake is not an innuendo. I'm glad you clarified because I definitely would have made a joke. 100%. Comedy master Aaron G's me would definitely have made a joke about that. Is your snake, is that what your like sculpt was based off of? By the way, how's Nomad going? How's learning 3D sculpting going? Dan the man. One of your OCs, but I'm working on something different at the moment. That's cool. That's cool. I need to develop some original characters in the sense that I need to write more. Okay, just three more frames, and they're relatively easy. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Deacon balls. Deacon balls. Deacon. I'm trying. Nothing's working there. I'm trying to come up with a joke, but what the fuck?
Motion.
Beep. That was. Beep.
I probably wouldn't own a snake, if I'm being honest. I think they're cool, but I need a pet that I can like snuggle with, you know? That's why I want a corgi. Yeah, I wouldn't get a fish. I probably wouldn't get a hamster. I might get a bunny. A bunny is on the table, but I feel like they're like impossible to take care of. No, absolutely corgi. Like if I'm getting a pet, it's going to be a corgi. Or can you hold on? Can you legally... What's a corgi look like? They're easy to take care of. Are you saying a bunny is easy to take care of? Corgi is this dog here. Stubby little legs, cute little bubble butt, and fluffy tail. I've missed first pets. Rat dog? How dare. Corgis are the best. Corgis are the best because they stay puppies. They're always puppies. Oh, they're so cute. And they're super easy to train from what I hear. They're like super polite. I love them. But also, can you legally have a capybara? Capybara pet legality in Canada. Depending on where you live, it may be illegal to own a capybara. Some environments require permanent or health certifications. For example, capybaras are banned as pets in California and Georgia. However, they are legal to own in Texas, Pennsylvania, and New York. That's not Canada. None of those places I just said are Canada. Can you own a baby panther as a pet in British Columbia? That's a different animal. What is this article? What the fuck? How dare you? I'm timing you out for being a fucking hater. Freedom of speech, except when you shit talk corgis. How dare you? You are very clearly someone who has never met a corgi in real life. I'm gonna say it right now. Your friend has a corgi, and yet, all I'm saying, you have what clip now? What did you clip? Oh, I see. I see. Guys, it turns out that clips on YouTube are useless. Like, actually. What is the point, aside from getting me to see clips of moments that I literally was there for? Like, I can share them, and you can share them when you make them, but, like, people can't stumble upon my clips. They can't go to my channel and look at the clips. I can't, like, promote the clips. I don't understand. YouTube, I've talked about this before. YouTube has, like, so few actually good implementations of live streaming. It's bizarre. that they're even competitive in the space. YouTube Shorts, that's not the same as clips, though. Hello, April. Welcome back. Hardly recognize you. You look a little different these days. Like, CFAB, when you make all those clips, the only ones who can see that are you and me. I can't, like, on Twitch, if someone makes a clip, I can set it to, like, be promoted on my channel, so it shows up in my videos page. Like, anyone who looks at my Twitch account, twitch.tv/RNG is me, post them, I would have to download the VOD, edit that clip out, render that, and then upload it as a separate video. It's such a clunky system. It's like, just do what Twitch did. Like, you're already copying TikTok on basically everything. Why not just copy Twitch? Then do it. How much will you pay me to do it? Let's see if I can get some money out of this. The funny thing is, I do have a clip locked and loaded, like ready to go. Here, if I pop over here, you can see I have one unlisted. It's been on there for a couple days. I just haven't like pulled the trigger on it. Yeah, I changed my region. It was Canada. I changed it to United States. Let's go back to Google. What is midnight in 12 hour? Oh, that's interesting. It says exactly the same thing. It's almost as if this has nothing to do with your computer settings, and it's just quoting a Wikipedia article. Yeah, I changed my region. It was Canada. I changed it to United States. Let's go back to Google. Anyways. You're a CFAB-ready, so... Anyways. This motherfucker thinks I have control over what ads he sees. Doesn't even know I'm talking shit on him. Yeah, this is the meta. Actually, next time he says he has ads, we just like talk mad shit on CFAB. Because how's he gonna know? What, he's gonna rewind the VOD? As if he hates me. Why would he give me the free watch time? Yeah, we can talk shit on CFAB, and he'll never even know. CFAB won't even know the shit we're going to talk on him, because he's just stuck behind the ads. Like you enough to watch your animations on 0.25 speed? I appreciate that. For 4 times the retention. Well, I hate you so much, I'll watch your videos at 2 times speed for half of the retention. I wonder if that actually, I think when you watch it at fast, it just counts as 1. It doesn't diminish it. From what I heard, but I could be wrong on that. How is it when you watch my animations at 0.5 or 0.25 speed? Do Aaron and Dan sound just like completely sloshed, completely shit-faced? Actually? Oh, you're gonna actually me right now? Let's hear it. I want to learn more about YouTube from the master right now.
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotion.
Beep. That was going to.
Okay, that's that. Wow, this actually is taking a long time. This must be a real big one. Might actually share your clips to my Discord friend. You didn't have anything? Oh, that's so funny. I was sitting here waiting this whole time for like a big lore drop, and you just didn't have it. Go for it, April. I appreciate that. Hope they enjoy. Shut up and animate. Jesus. God damn. Well, anyways, it's been a good night. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to end it like that. You know, I got to do my spiel every time. Not playing any games today. Not even Mahjong. A game that I totally know how to play. Let's do top 100 Kirby music. Why not? We're gonna do like a little guessing game at the same time. If you can guess what song is playing, then I'll call you out. I don't know. I don't think it started yet because I don't know what song it is. No, I don't play Kirby. Well, you can still guess. It'll just be, like, disastrously wrong. Was this one Cardi B? No, this is not Cardi B. This is that easy one. You can figure this one out, CFAB. Kanye? Yes. Yes, Kanye produced this track. It's like how Michael Jackson did music for Sonic 3. Kanye did music for Kirby, for Kirby's Dream Land. Wow, okay. I thought we were going to kind of stick in that same era, but nope, we went right to Mass Attack. That's insane. I can't stop thinking about Mario and Luigi Dream Brothership. Not Dream. I don't know why I said Dream. Well, because Kirby. But I can't stop thinking about Mario and Luigi. I'm just so goddamn excited. Got an anime about anime incest? What does that mean? What do you mean you got an anime about anime incest?
What?
An ad. Oh, okay. See, that changes the context very much. Because otherwise, we just think, like, you bought the DVD box set for, like... I don't know. I can't think of any anime that has incest in it. I know there are a ton of them. I know that too. I just don't know any of them. I mean, Spy Family has like weird brother sister shit going on, but I try to ignore those parts. Just any episode with Yuri in it is just like Yuri the character, not the concept. I'm just like, I can't. This is one of the worst things ever. Except for when he interacts with Lloyd, which is always funny. Man, it's just like it's such a situation where it's like classic anime. It's such a situation where it's like My Hero Academia would be so much better if Mineta just was not in it. Like it's insane. So it's just like one of those situations where it's like, yeah, if it wasn't for Yuri in Spy Family, I could put this on and just like watch it with my family. You know, just ignore all like the death and violence and pedophilia or incest, pick your poison. I am not playing this game right now. This is such a stupid Zoomer comparison, but this really is reminding me of like Undertale music. Well, not so much this, but
Go.
oh, I'm so tired. Should this just be in the arcade room? Because I already have the set for that done, and I can just, like, lazily slap this over it. I'd have to do some texturing, but other than that, I can just I could probably get away with that. Because it's like a lounge, you know? It would make sense to be there be a couch there, you know what I'm saying? It'll be a new angle of it. I'm just, like, trying to come up with ways to justify doing it to be lazy. I do have to touch up the carpet, though. I have to reupholster the carpet. Lazy, lazy, lazy. You know it. That's where this art style comes from, man. Don't disparage it. Some of the best inventions came to fruition because people were lazy. You think people invented the car because they thought that it was gonna fucking revolutionize global trade and transportation? No, it's because they didn't want to fucking walk anywhere.
go on. Go on.
Okay, I'm having a very, very hard time keeping my eyes open. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish cleaning up Kibo, and then I'm going to do fills for the character, and then I'll handle the background later. Probably tomorrow at some point. I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like, honestly. Don't know what tomorrow is going to look like, honestly. So all I can say is I will make an effort to try to go live either here or over on twitch.tv/AaronGisme.
Go, go, on, on. Go, that was going to.
Oh, that's really obvious. Shoot.
Beep. That was going to. Go, on. Go, on. Go. Go on, go, go on, go on. Go, that was going to. That was go on.
Thank you for coming down on the ad spamming. I literally haven't done anything different since the last time we talked. I literally, like, I turned down the setting like an hour ago, and I haven't done shit since.
to...
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to...
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to...
This moment. This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to...
Okay, Karumi had nothing, right? Like, she's good.
This moment is so emotional.
Oh no, I have to draw the sclera. Shoot. Shoot.
For me, I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to...
Okay, well at least I can just like draw it once and then copy paste it. Hello? Why am I not drawing? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. I did draw it. It was invisible.
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to...
This moment.
Okay, cool. Let's start with, I guess we're already on Karumi. Let's just start with Karumi. I need to see what was where. That's just the headband. Okay, we'll go with the dress. Dress to impress. Okay. All right, I'm back. I shared the entire playlist. Cool. What do they think? Let's hear your updates. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what you guys thought of this stuff. Okay, I probably should have waited until I had more to copy paste because that took way longer than I thought it would. It was recent since I had to do something and I shared it after I did it. Okay, well, let us know if what they think. A spider web, don't have to deal with straps. Okay. Speaking of playlists, what the fuck are we listening to? It's Kirby music. This is from Kirby Air Ride. Kirby's Air Ride. Sorry about the absence. Did I miss the story about your crazy day? You did. I talked about it earlier in the stream. Basically, the big thing is I had to go buy 100 liters of milk, or in gallons, about 26. I had to stop at multiple stores because one store didn't have enough. Wow, that's a lot of milk. You're telling me I had to lift the fucking thing. And I was also talking about how I volunteered for a repair cafe, cut my finger up like crazy, to the point where it was bleeding. I wasn't just flipping you off; it's like on the finger. Cut myself like crazy on a toaster oven and was bleeding all over the place. Had to take like a half-hour break to figure that out. That's why I didn't stream yesterday, because I was busy dying of blood loss. Is that everything? Did I miss anything? No, I think I got it. Orchestral hit. I love orchestral hit. Awesome. Oops. Planet Robobot music? Exactly. I was waiting for someone to be able to guess what we're listening to. You cut your hand climbing Yosemite? That sucks. Around that same time, I lost a toenail. I'm not going to explain how, because it's really, really, it sucks. I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to explain it. It's gross. It sucks. It's a bad story. Lost fingernail around that time? Like the edge of a fingernail or the whole nail? Because that would suck. That would be awful if it was the whole nail. Siva Gunner fan, I recognize Altman's motif anywhere. Whole nail? Yikes. I don't think I've ever lost a whole fingernail. I've lost multiple toenails before. Whole fingernail, that sounds... Ugh. I do not like that thought in my head. Nope, I don't want to read that. I don't want to read it. Playing catch for baseball, I got... That's very similar to how I lost one of mine. That's not how I lost the big one. That's for sure. Injured myself a lot. Worst one was when I was 9 and I dragged myself into Rocky Bay. Black tag, bled a lot. I think it lasted a week or 3 days. I haven't had like crazy injuries, but I've had some. Like I've never broken anything. Just lots and lots of cuts.
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to.
This
Does her hand keep moving after the beep? Yeah, she's still comforting her. It was intentional. I meant to do it.
This moment is so emotional for me. This moment is so emotional for me.
Oh, I'm almost done. 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 Go, 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 go. Dude, that 8-hour nap I'm about to take is gonna feel so sweet, dude. You don't even know. You ever take an 8-hour nap before? It's fucking wild. You wake up feeling like it's a whole new day. Hi, 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 hi. What can I say except... Hi. 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 That's a really good transition. I have to admit, that is a really good transition there. Raw. Appreciate you dropping by, April. Sorry, I'm very focused because I want to go to sleep real bad. Aw, man, are you kidding me? God damn it. What is wrong with me?
This moment is so emotional for me. This moment is so emotional for me.
Oh, I forgot to draw her hair clips. Fuck. Fuck. I forgot to draw her hair clips. One battery about to die. Have a good night, Aaron. Thank you for dropping by. Hopefully tomorrow we will be able to get this finished up and we can finally say goodbye to chapter 1. Oh god. Oh god. Don't think about that now. But thank you for dropping by, CFAB. Always a pleasure.
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions. This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to.
This moment.
Okay. Almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Kibo doesn't have too much to him. So let's do that. Oh, shoot. How do his eyes go?
What? Go. What? Go. On. Go. What? 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 Go. What? Go. On. What? Go. On. Go. What? Go. What? Go. On. Go. What? Go. On. Go. What? That was gone.
This sounds like a song I know. Baz, help me out. What song am I thinking of? I'm gonna rewind, see if I can figure it out. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Wait. Neil Cicerega. Oh my god, I'm uncovering something. Hold on. I know it's not a Neil Cicerega song, but that's what I know that tune from. It's Moving Out by Billy Joel. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. You can't tell me. There's something there that's like triggering that for me. You see what I mean, right, Baz? You're there with me, right? Or am I just crazy?
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to.
Think so? I'm not familiar with his music. Well, it's just like the start of it. Here, I'll play it again. Know it from this. I love Neil Cicerega. It's so funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to describe it better than, like, some parts of this sound, like, very, very similar to me. This also kind of reminds me of something. Wait. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me rewind so you can get what you can feel think my process. Okay. Am I crazy? Is there not something similar here? That's crazy. It's like it's an octave lower, but that's like the same melody. That's crazy. We're fucking firing on new synapses here. That's nuts. I'm so tired.
emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to.
Okay, I think that's all of them, isn't it? Other than the lip sync, obviously, but let me.
This moment.
Okay, what do we think of this?
This moment is so emotional for me. I can't even handle the emotions.
Beep. That was going to.
This moment.
Yay! Yay! So now it's just the lip sync and the background, which is basically done already. And then it's over. It's finally over for chapter 1. Oh my god, what a journey. What a crazy fucking roller coaster this has been with chapter 1. How many episodes into chapter 2 are they? Like 3 or 4? God damn it. Damn it. Well, regardless, I think that was a pretty decent amount of work there. So I think I will sign off here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey. It was a little bit low energy today, but I feel like we did some good work. So I appreciate you coming along. Be sure to follow me on all the socials. Aaron G is me everywhere. Twitch.tv/Aaron G is me. For when we go live next, be sure to subscribe, hit like, and yeah, you guys have been great. I'll see ya on the next one. See you.